Attractive men aren't born. They're built, one daily habit at a time. Here are the 5 most powerful ones. You've been told attraction is about looks, about height, about money, and if you don't have those things, you think you're already losing. But here's what the research actually shows. Most of what makes a man attractive is completely within his control. It's not your face. It's not your bank account. It's how you carry yourself every single day. The habits you build in private are what women feel when they're around you. And today we're breaking down the 5 daily habits that make men magnetically attractive, backed by psychology and behavioral science. If this is your first time here, hit subscribe and drop a like. This channel is built for men who refuse to settle. And if you want the complete roadmap, grab the Magnetic Masculinity ebook in the description below. It's the full guide to becoming the man women feel before you even speak. Link is below. Don't sleep on it. Most men wake up the same way every day. Phone in hand before their feet hit the floor. Scrolling before their brain is even fully awake. Reacting to the world before they've had a single intentional thought. And then they wonder, why do I feel so off? Why don't I feel confident? Why does she seem uninterested? Here's the brutal truth. Women don't just see you, they feel the energy you carry. And if your daily habits are draining you, she feels that too. Not consciously, not deliberately, but her biology reads it instantly. A man who is disciplined, purposeful, and grounded radiates a frequency that is impossible to fake. And that frequency starts before you ever leave the house. It starts with your habits. Psychologist Albert Bandura identified something called self-efficacy, a man's belief in his own ability to take control of his outcomes. Men with high self-efficacy move differently, speak differently, carry themselves differently, and it shows. Research from the University of Zurich found that behavioral consistency, doing what you say you'll do, especially when no one is watching, directly increases testosterone levels and projects dominance and calm to everyone around you. In other words, your habits don't just shape your body, they shape your presence. And presence is what women are actually attracted to. Not your gym selfie, not your car, your presence. Now let's build it. Habit 1. Win the morning. The first 30 minutes of your day set the tone for everything that follows. Men who wake up and immediately grab their phone hand their mental energy to the world before they've invested a single second in themselves. Instead, wake up and do something that belongs to you. 5 minutes of stillness. 10 minutes of movement. A cold splash of water. Reading 1 page of something that sharpens your mind. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be intentional. A man who owns his morning walks into every room already ahead. She feels that. Habit 2. Move your body. Every single day. This is not about having a six-pack. Exercise triggers the release of testosterone, dopamine, and cortisol regulation. The biological cocktail that makes a man feel calm, confident, and focused. Men who train consistently don't just look better, they think better. They speak with more certainty. They handle stress without crumbling. And certainty is one of the most attractive qualities a man can possess. You don't need 2 hours in the gym. 30 minutes of intentional movement daily is enough to completely transform how you carry yourself. Habit 3. Protect your focus. Distraction is the enemy of attraction. A man who is constantly distracted by social media, by noise, by other people's opinions, is a man who has no center. And a man with no center cannot lead, cannot decide, cannot be trusted. Women are wired to seek men they can trust. Every time you sit down and do deep, focused work on your business, your craft, your purpose, you are building the inner architecture of a man worth trusting. Protect your focus like it's your most valuable asset. Because it is. Habit 4. Speak less. Say more. Most men talk too much when they're nervous. They over-explain. They over-justify. They fill silence with noise because silence feels uncomfortable. But here's what psychology tells us. Men who are comfortable with silence are perceived as more confident, more intelligent, and more dominant. Silence is not awkward for a man who knows his value. Starting today, practice saying exactly what you mean and nothing more. Don't rush to fill the gap. Let your words land. Let the silence breathe. The man who speaks with precision is the man people lean in to hear. Habit 5. End. Every day with reflection. Before you sleep, ask yourself 3 questions. Did I do what I said I would do today? Where did I give my power away? What will I do better tomorrow? This habit alone separates men who drift through life from men who are deliberately building something. A man on a mission is the most attractive thing a woman can encounter. Not because of what he has achieved, but because of the energy of a man who knows exactly where he is going. Reflection builds that energy, night after night, layer by layer. These 5 habits are not complicated, but most men won't do them. Not because they can't, but because consistency requires something that is becoming increasingly rare: self-respect. Every time you honor one of these habits, you are sending a message to yourself and to everyone around you that you are a man who keeps his word. And a man who keeps his word to himself will keep it to everyone else. That is what women feel. That is what they never forget. If this gave you something real, like this video and subscribe for more content built for men leveling up. And if you're ready to build the full version of yourself, get the Magnetic Masculinity ebook in the description below. It covers how to think, carry yourself, communicate, and show up like a man women are naturally drawn to. The link is below. Go get it.